Oh, and Halbert, if you're still awake and you want to redeem a box, now would be the time to do it.
Only 1,984 just subscribed for 29 months. Hello, Maya. Are we making craft noodle watches?
Hi, Odin. Thank you for that resub. I'm sorry that your avocado is not to your taste, but it is avocado. I would not put it quite in that way, but sure. Sorry, I'm still cleaning up from the construction project. I'll be done shortly. Alright, since Halbert did not do a box redeem, I will give you a, not quite a box redeem, let's say a bag redeem. There we go. Now we're in just chatting. Okay. So of the things that have been arriving in my preparation leading up to Comic-Con, I showed you guys the tumblers and the stuff to get the movies cup done. This came in too. So you can't tell, but it's a shirt. It's a teal shirt. So it will possibly be the new top for my Lara Croft Tomb Raider cosplay. We'll see. I want to see if it looks better than the baby blue, because it's kind of alternated from the polygonal Tomb Raider to the, you know, what is it, the Tomb Raider Legend, whatever the next game that's coming out. I think it's coming out for like Prime Day. They're giving it out on that platform. And even for the movie, where I think she just went with a black tank top. But I prefer like the baby blue teal color. So we'll see how this looks. I'll test it out, and if not, I'll continue with the baby blue that I had from before. And anyway. Here's my Comic-Con badge. So it has the 2024, and it has P1234. So there are 4 days of Comic-Con, and P is for preview night. So that will be Wednesday, and then Thursday through Sunday for the official days. This is like the time I unboxed and doxed myself, probably with an address. So I will add it to the schedule of the things that we're doing on Thursday, but the Deadpool Wolverine movie is coming out on the 26th. That's Friday, right? So on Thursday, my Comic-Con squad and I are going to go see the movie. Because we can, because it's San Diego, so you can see things premiering there before they happen. So as part of the squad swag, I got us Wolverine and Deadpool lanyards. There's another one that still hasn't arrived, and that's the regular Deadpool lanyard. But this one I thought was cute because it's the, if you recall from the first movie, they do the animations in the credits, and there's one where he's like chibi Deadpool riding an adorable freaking unicorn. And I have that shirt. I need to find that shirt and I might wear it on the day of the movie. But I like my Wolverine, so it's gonna be hard to choose which one I'm gonna keep. I might keep him because it's Hugh Jackman. And it has the X-Men, and this one has the rainbow with the thing, and his lanyard has the OG Wolverine and the yellow latex spandex with the reversible inside of the X-Men logo, which is pretty neat. And the Deadpool one has the cute little unicorn on one side, and the reversible is just the Deadpool, which is still pretty cute. I like it. Because you'll notice that they didn't actually give us lanyards. You're supposed to pick up whatever lanyard you're getting, so it's probably like a Paramount lanyard. I think last time it was, I want to say Showtime or Amazon Prime, like Penny Dreadful at the time was like the show, so that was like the lanyard. Sometimes it's just a generic black woven lanyard, nothing special. But this is one of the things I like to do for our squad. Last time around, they did the Rings of Power on Amazon Prime. So I got us all Lord of the Rings lanyards and like the leaf pin for the cloaks that the hobbits wore, and I even got a Ring of Power for my squad. So each of us had like the one with the Elvish engraving of the language of Mordor. I don't know, the sugared mama time is coming to an end. At least for the current sugar baby. I am still generous, yes, for my squad, but the individual sugar mama will cease to be. Oh, and it's battle time already. Apparently after midnight is when everybody comes out and plays, so great. Thank you everybody for being here. Right, and congratulations, Alexabelle Angel. You get some monies, Termina Heart. Got the most kills, and Mope 1977. You got the most assists. Is it because it's time for you to start work? I'm so sorry. I mean, if you could reciprocate, because I'm doing a lot of overtime this week, then maybe I could cash in on one of my life insurance policies. That would be great, thanks. And then I wouldn't have to suffer through the database conversion we're doing right now. Well, not me. Unless I fake my death. Then that wouldn't be fun for you, because you wouldn't actually get to do what you want to do. Alright. So this is the rough draft so far. Wednesday is when I'm arriving. Crunchy avocado bits. I don't care for them overripe. I like them just to the point. Although I don't know if I've had them crunchy. It must have been really, really green. Okay, so first up after getting to the airport and then getting to the hotel, I run to the Robert Heinlein blood drive. And the reason for that is you get a lot of freebies simply for donating blood. Of course, you should donate blood because it's, you know, a good person thing to do. But the perk of doing it during Comic-Con is you get things. In fact, I've shown my Fortnite loot llama, ginormous Fortnite loot llama, from going on 2021. They hadn't set the convention back up quite yet, but they still had the mobile blood drive vans that came and parked in the plaza where they do the blood drive. So that was pretty freaking neat. And I did the donation, and they're like, do you want a tiny Funko Pop or do you want a big one? So of course I picked a big one, not really understanding how the heck I was going to get it through TSA and then fit it under my seat or above the seat storage at the airport on the plane. So as an example, you get a Comic-Con bag before everybody else. So they have to wait. Well, if you have preview night like I do, you could get your Comic-Con bag by going to pick it up that day. And then you save yourself like the effort of having to go through the line on Thursday. But you can get a Comic-Con bag here. You are guaranteed one blood drive t-shirt. I ended up getting, I want to say 5 shirts the last time I was there. Not because I donated 5 times, but because they had some from like the previous cons. I had extra inventory. And I also did like the plasma donations, and those take a little bit longer instead of just doing the pint. Because when you do the plasma donations, they take the blood out of you, they just take the red cells out, and then they put the blood back in you so you don't lose an entire unit of blood. So you actually recover much sooner, and instead of 2 months in between donations, you could probably donate, I think, every month if you do the plasma donations. They also give out like music samples, pins. Oh, there was a table full of previous year's pins. So we got our loot of pins that year. So they do it. the hotel next to it. I think it's at the Hyatt or the Marriott, one of those two. I forget because there's so many big hotels there. Oh my god. Oh my god. I am so getting my shirt because the donation shirt this year is going to be Deadpool Wolverine. So, heck to the yes. I am doing my donation on the Wednesday as soon as I drop off my bags at the hotel. And we are running, not walking, we are running to get our Deadpool Wolverine shirts. So I will add that to my schedule to remember. Deadpool Wolverine shirts, which I can wear the following day when we go to see the movie on Thursday night. I had not read that far, so I'm so glad I saw this. That's right, they do it at the Hyatt. Oh, and if you're going to be in the convention area, but you're not going to the convention because you don't have a badge, you're not one of the few lucky people who managed to get one, you can still do quite a bit of things outside of the convention that does not require a badge. And doing the blood donation is one of them. And you'll get your Marvel t-shirt as well. So you can do it the week after Comic-Con, all the way through the following month. So that's nice that if you're in the area. Stop promoting the Vampire Cartel. Hey, I was one of those kids in my teens, actually, who as soon as I could donate, I did, and I wanted to hit the 10-gallon club because my chemistry teacher did it, and I did the math that if I did a donation every 2 months, as soon as I started, like either 16 or 18, I would hit the 10-gallon club by the time I was 37. And whenever I would go to the blood bank, they showed like the old milk cans that they would collect when they milk the cows. That's basically a 10-gallon thing. And then you'd get the shirts. Of course, every time you donate, you get a shirt, and then they would put your name on a plaque and put it on that 10-gallon jug, and then they would give you a free dinner for two at a nice restaurant. I know it's an extremely weird goal, but I wanted to do it. Sadly, I'm borderline anemic to a certain point, and I'm fine, but when I started donating on a regular basis, it just plunged my iron levels down, and I had to take a lot of supplements just to make it, because I'd get rejected a lot of times for not having high iron. But doing the iron supplements takes its own toll on the body. I'm not going to go into that, but I'm sure you know what they are. Oh, and then you can donate if you're going to be in the area before the con. You can also donate. Oh, also they have special prizes, so you have to check like every day to see if your name got something, in the common area where people go and eat, or they line up for eyebrows. That's where they have it. So that's one thing to do. So in case you've been living under a rock and you don't know who Robert Heinlein is, he wrote a number of very well-known sci-fi novels. Most people know him from the Starship Troopers. That got a weird set of sequels. I think I saw maybe 2 and I stopped, and I'll just stick to the first one. And he does a lot of alternate history as well. So those books are very exciting. And funny enough, I hadn't read Heinlein when I saw the Starship Troopers movie, and I'd read Ender's Game first, and I thought it was a complete knockoff of Ender's Game, and I was very upset. I liked the movie, but I was very upset at the premise, not realizing that Orson Scott Card wrote Ender's Game after and inspired by Starship Troopers, and I think Ursula K. Le Guin with Left Hand of Darkness. But that's an aside. Okay, so that's what we're doing on Wednesday. Let's look at the programming for Wednesday night. And also after parties, I'll go through those before we get to the end. So right now, I think they have up to Friday, maybe Saturday schedules posted, so I can only check with what they have right now. If I do this through my own schedule, I'd have to log in. I could add this to my schedule and have just the things that I want to look at, and they do have an app. It's not, I don't know if you use the Twitch app for the TwitchCon. It's not as interactive as that, and even if you friend people on there, you can't really match up and sync schedules the same way. So I was a little underwhelmed by the app. Agreed. But this one is handy for just looking at your schedule, but you can't really sync it with other people. Sometimes you can, but there's no really way to ping others or to like locate your squad mates. Although I will say that the Wi-Fi at the convention center sucks, so texting over social media messaging. So Wednesday night, they call it preview night. There is not much in the way of programming as far as panels, but a lot of people go to see maybe like previews, and they also go so that they get to the vendor floor before it gets too popular, because it'll be swamped. It's up to you if you want to get all your shopping out of the way. I think these exclusives are up to, I'll have to look those up maybe for next weekend, so I have that ready. I've kind of been saturated on the shopping. I think the last time I just got like a poster tube and that was it. I think I focused my last few times on just bringing comics to get signed by artists. But there were people who, go Funko Pop crazy and merchandise crazy and exclusives from a lot of the vendors, and I guess it's fun. Or you could wait till Sunday, risk something being gone, but it might be on sale. Yes, Odin, I have a mobile plan. But you're right, if you're visiting from outside, texting might suck. Although I found that the same way I was looking for like a SIM card to use when I went to Europe, the international terminal at San Francisco Airport had a little kiosk for people to get SIM cards so that they could get like sell plans for while they're here. So I think Ari may have done that when she was there. Okay, let's see what we want to see. You're gonna have a lot of
Movies, anime, those just run 24/7, honestly. And a lot of gaming, tabletop gaming, and contests as well. My phone does not have a capability for an eSIM, unfortunately, but I will look into that if I ever upgrade my phone, when I upgrade my phone. I just have like an unblocked, I thought I had an unblocked telephone from when I went to El Salvador, but sadly, most phones here in the US are not unlocked. So I can't use it with another SIM. But for the next time I go to Europe, I wasted so much time when I was in Paris just looking for a place to get a SIM card and then like a cheapy dinosaur phone. And then it didn't work out. So initially I just said, screw it. I'm just going to download a map and check my directions before I head out. Now I know better, and I should just plan to buy it online on Amazon and have it shipped. If it has an eSIM, have that all put in there. Oh yeah, you have to pay through the nose to unlock your phone. That's why I'm annoyed, because I took my phone from El Salvador thinking, oh, I can just put in a SIM card from Paris, and then apparently the phone from El Salvador was not locked. But that's a separate issue. Okay, so they are doing a workshop. They do a lot of, I want to say, hold on, let me turn this down slightly. I don't know how loud the noise is. As long as you can hear me. They do a lot of how-tos about the comic book world, how to write a comic, how to draw your comics. So they do have support for that if you go to those panels. Do you know what? When I went to the phone store, and unfortunately, my poor Pan, he's the one that suggested I just buy it at like the grocery store or the corner store, and then that's when I was looking for tons of, what is it, Orange was the phone company there. It's like all they sold was smartphones, so I would have to pay like 200 euros to buy a smartphone on top of adding the cost of like a 20 euro SIM card. Had I known that, I would have just bought the phone before I left, but live and learn. Either that or pay $10 a day to have a roaming plan while I'm abroad. And for the 17 days that I was in Europe, that would have been the cost of just buying a new phone. So I may do. Yeah, so you're gonna see a lot of game demos and animes and movies. And I just want to do the workshops. I'm not really interested to go spend my precious Comic-Con time sitting in a room watching movies and anime. So I just want to do programs. There are autographs. Wait. No, we don't want that. There you go. No. We're gonna do program. I want to do panels. That's what I want. Oh, and if you're an artist, I have professionals that will give you a portfolio review and suggestions. Hey, Bear, how was your nap? How was your sushi nap? so you can bring your portfolio and have them take a look and tell you how good you are. I think the CCI IFF is like the comic book verification. So if you have like a one of a kind high value, they'll rate it and like mark it and give it a stamp of approval so that it gets sealed, and like if you ever want to sell it, it's like in mint condition and it's worth $300 or something. Sushi nut to pasta dinner. Oh, that's good. I had lasagna today. It was very tasty. It's lasagna from Costco. The autographs, I have not done these or the photo ops because there are just simply way too many people at Comic-Con, and I am not going to stand in a line for 6 hours waiting for Manu Bennett to not show up and waste an entire day. And I say this because it happened to my squad mate and he was kind of upset, and I would be upset too. But that's why you have plan B and plan C of things to do. So, let's just do programs. And we're gonna select, I mean, sometimes they have like the anniversaries, like I think they're doing, oh, they canceled the Goonies anniversary last time I was there and I was upset. But I want to do panels. Oh, and as someone in the legal field, I appreciate that there's comics law school, and there are some panels that you can sign up for and sit there, and you will get your MCLE credits in the US if you are a licensed attorney. You need to maintain your learning certification that gets renewed every 2 years. And you can go to Comic-Con and have one of your Comic-Con classes, panels, qualify as a credit for continuing education to expand your legal learning. We're a kissing booth. Let's say that. Let's do a kissing booth. There's cosplay meetups, like all the, you know, big photos of all the Marvel people or all the DC people that get together. They also have programs at the hotels. They have programs at the Comic-Con Museum as well, at the library as well. I love going sometimes on a Sunday when there's nothing else to do, either to the Buffy the Vampire Slayer Once More with Feeling sing-along, or the Dr. Horrible sing-along. I don't go so much for the autographs. I go for the photo ops. I think that's much more memorable than an autograph. Collectibles investment advice? No. I do not encourage filling your house up with things, because then you'll be like me and you'll have way too many things and you won't fit in your house. You won't fit in your room with all these things, and you're not even selling them for a profit. You just have them to keep them and look at them and say, hey, I have a ginormous Funko Pop of Elite Llama from Fortnite. Are you selling a guitar? I'll buy a guitar. Yeah, I know. I saw her pictures. Did she finally get the Jodie Whittaker signature? I can't remember. Why? Why are you selling that? The ticketed events, sometimes those could be like you get tickets to go into a booth of exclusives to buy, which I'm like, I'll pass. Or tickets to get in line for a photo op or a signature, or tickets for like special screenings or celebrity Dungeons and Dragons, which might be cool. Yeah. Is there a way to select programming, like panels and things? Yeah, there we go. He's a Jodie mega fan. I'm a Jason Momoa mega fan. Although he was super drunk when I met him and got a picture with him, but he documented his travels to get to where I was, so I'll give him a pass on not being all there. I'm just happy he even made it at all. And David Tennant, and Clancy Brown. Ooh, one day, Clancy Brown, I tell ya. And Hugh Jackman. Yeah, I have a list. So we're gonna go with just the panels. Hopefully, this is what it will be. So as you can see, there are not really any panels except that one. If we clear the filter, it's just gonna be like gaming. That's the part chart. A miniatures, paint, giveaway, game demos. I think this is, oh yeah, they're doing movies. I might keep the movies just to see. He's wonderful, and he's very versatile. I know you said Sark doesn't care for him. Yeah, for the Wednesday night, there's really not much. Ooh, there's Barbie movie. You know, I'll keep the movies in there. So we'll do programming and films. Maybe we'll do the films later. Although, wait, hold on. Let me switch back to this. Isn't it funny? They're doing the Barbie movie before Oppenheimer. They're doing Barbenheimer. Bakaru Banzai. That's a classic that they do. Wizard, Dungeon Master. Did I see this one? I may have. The Dungeon Master, Dungeons and Dragons movie. The Mummy with Brendan Fraser. That's another one I like. Dark Star. I want to say that's the Carpenter movie before Aliens came out. That's the one where the aliens. I'm sorry. I'm losing my Legion M cred right now that I can't remember, because we put out the documentary on the origins of the movie Aliens. So Dark Star, I believe the alien was a ginormous black beach ball, and it was very ridiculous. And I'm gonna have to look up the guy's name. Dan O'Bannon, that was it. So John Carpenter and Dan O'Bannon kind of parted ways after Dark Star, because that is not how he wanted to do a sci-fi space horror suspense movie. So after they separated from Dark Star, that's when he went on to do Aliens. Oh, and it's time for the Raiders, so we'll do Raiders. My little Funko Pop bobblehead warrior is adorable. It's very on brand for Comic-Con conversations. And congratulations, Asminojos. You get some minis. Tangent 101 with the most kills, and the AK Joker with the most assists. Alright, and my last warrior. I couldn't finish that quest. We'll keep our Funko bobblehead warrior. Support units. Alrighty. Oh, I guess we're gonna do the Star Wars. Are they gonna do all 9 movies? They might. Fanboys, I don't know if I've seen that one. I think that follows a bunch of Star Wars fans documentary. We're doing Star Trek, and there's the other one, Trekkies or Trekkers, like what's the difference? Kind of documentary. There is a difference. Little Shopper Horrors is a good one. I find it so interesting that so many people on Twitch sang Suddenly Seymour and had never seen Little Shop of Horrors. Really? There's a Godzilla versus Space Godzilla? Galaxy Quest, I've seen. I know people hate me when I say this, but I'm not as impressed by this. But I do enjoy it because Alan Rickman is in it, and I adored Alan Rickman. Conan, Starman, The Crow. I don't know how to feel about the new Crow remake. Rocky Horror, that's appropriate. It's an excuse to show up in lingerie at midnight, because that's what they do. At least here in the US, they do a lot of midnight shows of Rocky Horror Picture Show, and people show up scantily clad. I usually show up in corsets and thigh highs and garters and heels, as one is wont to do. Okay, so that's the Wednesday, Saturday. Oh, no films on Sunday. Okay. Alright, back to programs. What's new? Tell me what new is. Group singing. I should look into whether it would be doable to get a karaoke room. I know it'll probably be booked solid, but no, we'll do the programming. So assuming you're into learning, teaching and learning comics, and some teachers actually do. They do have a workshop on it. I think the library in San Diego Comic-Con, they're using comics as a teaching tool, as they should. I mean, do we all not need to know about the 82 years of hero cereal boxes? How many times has Superman graced the cover of Wheaties? No, Wheaties did, I want to say, Athletes. Film school. Fan-made props for all the people that use 3D printing to make their props. I have a friend who does his Mando cosplay, and all his armor is 3D printed. And he does like the latex and foam builds. I am not that crafty, despite the beginning of this stream. I am not that crafty. I prefer to buy it made. If it's simple, maybe, but no. And I did not take home ec in school. I don't know how to sew costumes, which is, I guess, the universe laughing at me because I do a lot of things that require costume making. When I did my hula dancing and now with the cosplay. So that'll teach me. Finding your nerd niche. For all those that feel that there is some place you need to be and some place to find your people. Comics, cosplay, fandom, so many things. Gaming. So many things you could find. And I don't know if he comes to Comic-Con. I know he does it here when they do the Silicon Valley Comic-Con, although now it's just called Silicon. But Adam Savage from Mythbusters has his own cosplay garage. So for people who need to tweak or fix or mend broken cosplay, you can go to places at these conventions. If you need a little tape, duct tape, you need to solder or something, you know, you need some epoxy, they have these places where you can go and repair your costume. I certainly need to repair my Tomb Raider costume. Marvel past and present and future from Abrams. This sounds like a Hall H program. Although the big Hall H panels tend to be like Friday night or Saturday nights. I think it's just someone speaking on it. Yeah, no, it's someone speaking on it. It's room 28 D&E, but I'm sure people will go there. So this is it looks like a talking Marvel comic universe as opposed to cinematic. This is interesting. Illustrating Disney magic. Most people just do CGI nowadays, and all those talented artists who did the frames, frame by frame, the celluloids, I think that's what they're called. You know, it's like they had to get with the program. When I would go to Hawaii, you could get like temporary tattoos, and one of the people on the beach in Waikiki who would do temporary henna tattoos, he used to be a Disney artist, and he kind of got pushed out by the new technology and just decided to take his skills and go and, you know, use them on the beach for tourists in Oahu. This one is more about covers and art, which is still, you know, beautiful. A droid building for those who are techno savvy and techno oriented. Holy criminy, Ronda Rousey is doing a comic book? Okay. I've gone to the Spike and Mike's, they do like animation shorts. So if that's your thing. History of Peanuts. Thank you, Charles Schultz. Or into webcomics. Here, go to this panel, video games, gamer to greatness, so you can know how to make a living as a gamer. How you can be a partner on Twitch and on... What's the other one? Is it Kick? I can't remember what the other competitor thing was. Now this is more my my speed. The science nerd in me wants to go to a panel about exploring the moon, which is where we should be going. People are looking lofty towards Mars, but we need a foothold, and that would be the moon. NASA made its successful return to the moon with its uncrewed Artemis 1 mission in lunar orbit and the first commercial lander delivery to the surface. Next year, Artemis 2 astronauts will fly around the moon and back to Earth. So these professionals and a NASA astronaut will discuss how the Artemis missions will explore more of the moon's surface, test technologies to conduct science, and help humans live and work in deep space in preparation for crewed missions to Mars. And how to not lose density and bone mass from lack of gravity. Okay, this is a potential. So I will add it to my Thursday schedule. I need to fix the font. And I have to remember at 6 p.m. on Thursday, we're gonna do the Deadpool Wolverine movie. Which means I have to be going by 4 p.m. So that's as long as I have to make it to things. If you're an Avatar fan, I still haven't started the series on Netflix. I will at some point. Mr. Shyamalan did not do well with the movies, so I am hoping there's a redemption of it. Ooh, a Robert Kurtzman celebration. Oh no, Harvey Kurtzman. And here's your first credit for lawyers. Comic Book Law School 101 in the beginning. And it's very informative for people who need to know. And here it goes. You're approved for 1.5 credits of California MCLE, which is the continuing legal education. And it talks about trademark and copyright. Very, very deep stuff. Now, because I have scheduled things, like the moon thing is at 11:15, so I probably would not be able to get to something that starts at 11. But if for some reason I decide to leave or my first option is not available, we add a lot of things to our schedule that we may want to go to. And try and navigate as much as we can. Here we go. There's a cosplay panel for those who want to start a podcast and talk about things. Albert, the science behind Dune. If it is what I think it is, I may have already gone to it, but I will add it to my schedule. Since I think it's gonna be like my science day. But it's gonna be a bit far away because it's gonna be hosted at the Omni. So it's a bit of a walk. But we'll see if I can make it somehow. On some of these, if they're very popular panels, you have to line up like at least an hour or two before. Arrakis, a desert planet. This complex world, first imagined by Frank Herbert and epically brought to the big screen by Denis Villeneuve, feels it could be real. But could it? Dr. Letitia Jones, a neuroscientist, Dr. Joanna Varner, wildlife biologist, Dr. Sam Porter, anthropologist, archaeologist, University of Minnesota, Dr. Kimberly R. Miner, Earth and Climate Scientist, NASA JPL, oh wow, and Sydney Hamilton, Aerospace Engineer. Help moderator Wendy Bohan, an earthquake geologist, unpack the stories, science, and tech. Could ornithopters really fly? How realistic is spice and the water of life? Could sandworms exist? What would climate change look like for the Fremen? What could life on Dune really be like? The nerd in me really wants to go see this. So it's definitely staying on my schedule. Tenth annual musical Anatomy of a Superhero Along with Heroes. I don't remember having seen this, or maybe I spazzed through it. The music that makes the shows you want to see in the movies that stay with you. Now that does sound familiar. Wait, what's Mattel WWE Elite Squad Panel? Is Mattel getting into the wrestler Barbie doll market? Well, color me surprised. That is interesting. They are. Your next Barbie will give you a smackdown. Well, I mean, Barbie could be anybody. She could be a president or an astronaut. Why not a WWE wrestler? Oh, and funny enough, the glam squad, the gorgeous ladies of glow, not glam, glow. The gorgeous ladies of wrestling make appearances at various conventions. I think I last saw them at LA Comic Con. And basically you get photo ops if you want with them, all dolled up in their wrestling attire, and some lucky few, if you dare to enter the ring, could actually be in there for like 5 minutes waiting for her to kick your butt or give it a good shot at trying to stay on your feet. Scotty Young. Okay. So I missed him in Los Angeles. Scotty Young did the art for he does like chibi art, but it's not just him. It's someone else as well. So I wanted him to sign my books for the Wizard of Oz and the Dorothy and Oz line. But I was working the Legion booth. I was a booth babe. during that convention, so I couldn't get away in time. And when I started my shift, there was a line of 300 people waiting to get a signature. And by the time I was done, and supposedly his time was still there at the table, he was gone. And he just signed the table, like, sorry, see you next time. And it was so sad. But I think I ran into him at another panel at Comic-Con. So I brought my stuff, and while he was sitting there and I think the panel hadn't started, I'm like, okay, perfect time. I'm gonna bring up my comic books and have him sign it. So I got my signatures after all. Yeah, I hate Fairyland books. I have not read, but I do enjoy his Dorothy books. I keep calling him Scotty. I guess it's just Scotty. Are we getting a new Transformers animation? Hello? Chris Hemsworth? Keegan Michael Key. Interesting. Wow, they banned comic books as well as actual books in the 50s. I'm guessing the comic book scare around the same time in the 50s of the communist Red Scare. Let's see what that one's about. Do not censor my comics. Even if I don't necessarily buy them for the big boobs and heavy sexual overtones. Everybody has a right to express their art in whatever way they want, and you have a right not to buy it and not like it. That doesn't mean it needs to get banned. Jack Kirby's mythology. That sounds interesting. I'm a fan of Jack Kirby because I like the Eternals, not the version that Marvel put out, but the original comic books. And then Neil Gaiman did another pass at an Eternals series, which I also enjoyed. I was so hyped when the movie came out, and then I was just kind of let down. And I know they're doing a sequel too. Yeah, and of course Neil, they're gonna do a video by him. Okay, I'm adding this to my schedule. And yes, Science of Futurama. if the Jack Kirby thing was in there, I might actually go to the Science of Futurama, because that sounds nerdy and fun. Good news, everyone. The Planet Express gang has been delivering hilarious and heartwarming adventures for 25 years, bringing with it all sorts of sci-fi hijinks. How possible are some of these 13th century developments? Cryogenics, interplanetary and interdimensional space travel, mutants, Old New York under New New York, time travel nibbler, Seymour. That sounds fun. Wait, what? Weird Al? Say more things like this. Weird Algorithm Podcast celebrate Al's TV album. Oh, I didn't know there was a Weird Al podcast. Today I learned. Discussing the history of Weird Al's love of television, the best songs he ever recorded about TV. Oh, that's fun. I have had for many years now a serious crush on Weird Al. He's funny and talented and quirky. Rainbow Bright, 40 Years of Happiness. Oh, battle time. I know it's 1 o'clock in the morning, but I kind of feel like making myself a turkey sandwich. And congratulations, Termina Heart. You got 2 Vampire Scrolls. Rafiki Madrid. You get the most kills, and the AK Joker, you get the most assists. Okay, we're going for... There's no support units. What the heck? Darn it. Alright. Explore the history, impact, and enduring legacy of this colorful character, her friends, and her world. Learn about Rainbow Bright's origin and future from Hallmark panelists. I didn't realize she was from Hallmark? No. I guess she was. Huh. Somehow I thought she was like in the Hanna-Barbera family, but maybe that's just from the time they're contemporaries. Sadly, there will not be a retrospective on Bitch Pudding, as much as I love that from Robot Chicken. She's my favorite person in that universe. It helps that it's Katie Sackhoff who voices her on Robot Chicken. The world of Blade Runner. A new saga begins in Tokyo. I heard about this. I think I may be subscribed to the comic books. Thank you for that, Epic Shelley. Titan's best-selling Blade Runner comic saga, 2019, 2029, 2039. Yep, I'm getting those. Epic 3-year finale, April 2024 to High Credit Plays. Debut of next chapter, Tokyo Nexus. Set in Tokyo 2015. 2 Calanthea survivors who are Blade Runners. Mellow Brown from American Gods. I like that series. If I haven't said it before, Cartoon Network put out a limited anime series called of Blade Runner called Black Lotus. I highly recommend it. They also put out the comic book graphic novel of it, and basically it's a girl who wakes up with no memory and finds out she's a replicant and goes on a bender to kill the people responsible for what became of her. And the Black Lotus moniker is because she has a Black Lotus tattoo on the back of her shoulder. So watch it, read the comic, it's worth it. Todd McFarlane is always talking about Spawn. SpongeBob SquarePants, please tell me that Clancy Brown will be there. Oh my gosh, Albert, I have to go to this. I see Tom Kenny at after parties, but oh my gosh, I need to find, but it's, of course it's Hall H, never mind. I'll have to watch it online. There's no way I'm getting a Hall H, especially on Thursday, because you need to, be in the line a week before to get into Hall H. Mr. Krabs, one day I'll get a picture with you. I've been following his career since Highlander, where he played the Kurgan. He really gets my motor running. Don't tell Kevin Smith, but I didn't watch the Motu that came out on Netflix. I should at some point. I just haven't gotten around to it. There's too much to watch. It's a shame I'm not going to this panel on the day that I have my Star Trek cosplay as Uhura. I think that might be Friday. Thursday, I think I'll do my movies employee cosplay, so it'll be easy to just go to the movie in the evening. Versus complicated cosplay requires costume changes and better footwear. Oh, and here we go. If you're a fan of Firefly and Serenity, there are brown coat meetups at many places. Fun with Tamagotchi. I still haven't unboxed my... I think I got a Grogu Tamagotchi from my comic book pull list. Have I seen this advertised? Oh, it's by James Wan. Lost fans. Were they dead? Are they not dead? Look, see you. Tales of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Alexis's. Oh, they're Lost podcast people. I am guilty of having recently read a story on my doom scrolling before bed about Lost. Most people still don't understand the ending. Percy Jackson and the Olympians. Like, are they showing the first episode of the next season? Oh, it's Hall H, of course. It's in big purple letters because it's Hall H. They probably will show the first episode and then have a discussion. I enjoy the series. I like the movie. I haven't read the books. So I think they're going to go with each season is going to be one of the books. I'm sad that they didn't do more. Just the Sea of Monsters, I guess, was not that great. So while I am not going to be able to go to Hall H, quite a few of the panels in Hall H will get replayed at the end of the night. So there are rooms where you could go and watch them. And eventually everything makes it on YouTube. You won't be able to see the media that they share because it's exclusive and you have to wait until they do the proper releases. But you know, everything eventually makes it to YouTube. So it's just about being patient. I've been in so many replay rooms where they have to black out the screen during the time that they're showing the thing that we can't see because we're not in that room, and everybody groans, and it's annoying and it gets old because everybody knows if you're not in the room, you can't see it. Just wait. Have patience, people. Have patience. I'm looking forward to the next season. "1984, greatest geek year 2. Big Brother was watching you. Celebrate the 40th anniversary of one of the great genre movie-going years of all time, and such films as The Terminator, Dune, Ghostbuster, The Last Starfighter, Star Trek III, The Search for Spock, Starman, Indiana Jones, and Temple of Doom, Red Dawn, Buckaroo Banzai, Splash, Cloak and Dagger, Repo Man, Night of the Comet, and of course 1984. Okay, so it's not just about 1984. They're using the year and the book and movie reference, but everything else that came out that year. I didn't realize there were so many good ones that year. This one I'm looking forward to, The Gladiator, Those About to Die. It's a Ballroom 21, which is not as crowded as Hall H, but it does have very, very long lines, and you have to be in there for an hour or two just to make it in, and then you make it in assuming, you know, people walk out and leave, and then the next people can get in. So I'll put this in as a maybe. Although I doubt it. I've learned my lessons about wasting time. If I have to be in there waiting for more than an hour or two, like I must really, really want to see it. Otherwise, you know what, I'll wait. And this is why we have the backups. Oh, they're gonna have comedy stuff with the Groundlings. This second city of Chicago and the Groundlings is Southern California. A conversation with Ronald D. Moore. Are they gonna grill him about all the people who decided to make Cylons? Oh yes, he was a Star Trek Next Gen writer. A lot of really good writers came from there. Jane Espenson, who wrote for Buffy the Vampire Slayer, was on Star Trek TNG. Yes, from Next Gen to Battlestar Galactica and Outlander, I've seen all of those. I have not seen For All Mankind. I watched the first season only because there was a free preview from Apple TV one year, but I haven't seen the rest. And I really enjoyed that series. I wish I'd been able to watch more. Maybe someday I will. It's the alternative history of what would have happened in the space race if we weren't first, you know, and women made it to space, and if we were having battles on the moon with the Russian outpost. The Cold War did not end, and it kept going. Oh yeah, Blood of My Blood, I just saw that there's going to be like another Outlander series for it. I don't know if it's going to be a reboot or just another similar series. Okay, this is maybe. We'll see, because that borders on the time when I'm gonna be jetting. Because I need to get dinner before the movie. Speaking of food, I did say I wanted to make myself a turkey sandwich. Darn it. Okay. We'll come back and do the what we do in the shadows thing. So please excuse me. While I go and make myself a little snacky. Thank you for patiently waiting. And for the sandwich police out there. I cut my sandwich long ways, not in a diagonal, because I'm not a crazy person. Alright, so this is purple for what we do in the shadows for where Tool Earth Kickoff. I guess this is going to be their final season. And of course, it's a Hall Age. I managed, luckily enough, last time I went to get into Hall Age on a Sunday. I went for the Funko Pop panel, but what we do in the shadows was on before, and I got a ticket for what we do in the shadows because they give out tickets for freebies to redeem, and I got a t-shirt of Nadia's nightclub. So sadly, on a Thursday afternoon, there is no way I'm going to make it into Hall Age. You are summoned to join America's favorite vampire roommates as they kick off their farewell tour. Kayvon Novak plays Nandor the Relentless, Matt Berry, who is so funny, Laszlo Cravensworth. Mark Proch was Colin Robinson. He is great at the deadpan. Kristen Shaw, a new addition as the guide. She's funny and needy. The producers. No Taika. Of course, he is involved with the movie originally, but I think he's just executive producer the same way that Ricky Gervais was executive producer on The American Office. A high-spirited conversation, and you will be among the first to see a brand new episode from the 6th and final season. Oh. No, I will have to wait and watch it on YouTube like the rest of the unlucky people who won't get into Hall Age. Oh, that's why it said Abrams when I was talking about Marvel. It's Abrams Comic Arts, not J.J. Abrams Marvel movies. No, what was he doing? Star Trek movies? Perfect timing. I'm gonna munch on my sandwich while the battle goes. My Shinobi looked like it was hop, skipping, and stepping like a happy little girl. Congratulations, Ralph Critchman. you get, quick mock. You get 2 vampire scrolls, Iconex with some minis, and Rafiki Madrid with the most assists. Okay, I'm gonna head down this way to try and get this skin chest. And then we can get the token chest after, or we could go for 2 skin chests. Okay. There are support units, so I can get my flying rogue in there. Now, after 4 o'clock, I'm not going to go to panels, but I still want to know what I'm missing. 85 Years of Batman, I have a feeling, there we go, Michael Uslan is in it. So, my entertainment company has partnered with Michael Uslan. We actually put out, I think we did like a little Kickstarter, is that what it's called? For his the graphic novel of The Boy Who Loved Batman. So basically he has purchased the rights to Batman. So he grew up loving Batman, and now he is the mastermind behind the Batman stories out there. It's like one day you too can own your favorite franchise if you believe hard enough. I actually got a picture with him. Hold on, let me find it. After he did our panel. Like, here we go. This is actually on the day that I was doing my Movies cosplay. So I got a picture with him after the panel. So that was nice. Wait, what? Jonathan Frakes doing Arthur C. Clarke. This is a Hall H1 or a Ballroom 20. It was misled by the title. I thought it had something to do with actually the planet Venus. And this is like Netflix scrolling. You're just going by the title and the description to see if it's something that you want to invest in for an hour or sometimes more of your time. Oh, this is interesting. Unraveling the time traveler's paradox. Don't meet yourself. Don't kill your grandpa. Oh my god. Doug Jones is the moderator. I love him. I absolutely adore that man. And he's on the Legion M group as well. So he is amazing on many fronts. I think I got a picture of him at LA Comic Con, and I went to, because they did the Hellboy reunion, right? So I went to go get a picture with Ron Perlman, who I adore as Hellboy, and I've seen him in other things too. And he was just kind of gruff and like, how you doing? So it just kind of like lowered my energies. And then like right after him, I go and take a picture with Doug, and he sees me in my Legion M shirt, and he just smiles and opens his arms and gives me a hug, and I'm just grinning from ear to ear. Let me see if I can find that picture. Because he is just so amazing and he's wonderful and I love him so much. I was in LA 2022. Let's see, was LA 2021? Maybe that was it. Maybe it was here at Silicon Valley Comic Con. Let me see. No, that doesn't look right. I'm sorry. I'll have to look into see where it actually is. But I do have photo proof, I promise. 35th anniversary of Kiki's delivery service. Isn't there another Hayao Miyazaki movie coming out, even though he said the last one was the last one, but he's actually putting out another one? Or maybe Studio Ghibli is doing other things without him. But I could have sworn there's another one coming out after the one he said was his last one. So they have a panel on Thursday for Masquerade 101, but it is not the Masquerade panel. I mean the Masquerade ball. When I say that one's on Saturday, but probably it's a panel to show you how to prep your costume. Yeah, so it's just kind of like pageant prep if you want to see it or learn about it and, you know, up your game so you can win. And these cash prizes for Masquerade are actually pretty good. I think it's like 25,000 for first place on Masquerade, and even I believe at TwitchCon there was a cosplayer who appeared at another convention, and they just keep winning first places, so they're racking up money, and their costumes are very elaborate, lots of 3D printing and just a lot of moving parts in their cosplay. So they're investing a lot of money into their cosplay, their costumes, and it's only fair, you know, after all the effort they put in, that they win the big bucks. You know, I've only been doing it, the actual cosplay, for a few years, and it's a lot of effort, and I go the minimalist route. Oh, this one, the Her Universe fashion show. So Her Universe puts out a lot of female-centric fan wear, and it's body positive, so it's not just for the normal sizes, but for plus sizes. And I think to some extent there's been like a move towards even male sports gear has finally like woken up to the fact that women want to wear sports gear as well, but they want it to fit their bodies. They don't want to just wear an oversized jersey that's a man's small, but it's like an extra large on a tiny girl. I've yet to actually make it to them, and I'm still not going to make it to the fashion show, but I hear good things about it. Oh, Ashley Eckstein, who does the Ahsoka Tano on the Clone Wars, which I finally finished watching. I'll have to watch the replay of it finally. Oh, this one, Men Writing Women. I went to a Wonder Woman panel where really it's just a man in 50s and 60s writing women. It was ridiculous. female panel of authors as they lovingly examine poorly written, two-dimensional female literary characters. Yeah. Mormons who are making comics. That's interesting. Latter-day Saints or Mormons have had a long history with comics. At first, the comics were used primarily to teach church doctrines. Oh, they are churchy things. That's true. Actually, I have a Jehovah's Witness book of like the First and Second Testament that was very popular for kids when I was growing up because it was like an illustrated Bible that children could look at pretty pictures and read simple stories and understand them. I still have it somewhere. So it makes sense, and they do give out pamphlets and comics, so. However, more and more Mormons gradually began working with the medium to tell their own stories, sometimes religious, with overtly Latter-day Saints themes, but more often as a means to transmit their creativity. BYU Library Curator The discussion will focus on how the tenets of the faith interact with the creation of comics. The challenges of being a Mormon who creates comics, the opportunities available, and where they see the future of this medium and their faith going in the future. What? The science of male versus female superpowers? Are you kidding me? Did you know only 1/4 of the Marvel and DC superheroes are female? Color me shocked. Male superheroes are more likely to use weapons. Female superheroes are often able to manipulate elements. Stand-up comedian and comic book series Superpower Science author Joy Lynn joins friends in a humorous discussion about each superpower's scientific issues. Oh good, they're gonna take the piss out of each other. This is good. Mike Mignola and Hellboy. It's being hosted at the Marquee. "30-minute preview of the film. All the things to do and see, but not enough me's to go around. The art of movie posters sounds like a Mondo thing. I saw something a couple days ago about the Mondo exclusives out there. Klingon lifestyle presentation. Inquiring minds want to know. And then oh, that's right. These guys, they put on short plays in the vein of comedy and sharing their clean on life choices. So, in a fandom play, the crew of the IKV Stranglehold visits Starbase 80 only to get involved with murder. Who is the killer, and will the crew be able to figure it out? Find out at the 31st installment of Cleon Lifestyles. All life forms are welcome. These guys are funny. Reminds me of, I think this was the LA Comic Con. There was a Star Wars themed musical. It was basically like the Lando Calrissians and Cloud City, and all I remember is it was very homegrown, so they had like the tapes ready to go to play the songs that they were gonna sing to, and the classic song "We Built the City on Rock and Roll" is "We built Cloud City on a set of clouds." It was funny. It was enjoyable. So I like it when they do these fandom things. Trivia for chocolate. Sign me up. The first person to yell out gets a small piece of chocolate. At the end, the person with the most small chocolates gets a really big chocolate. That is my kind of prize. And runners-up get quality chocolate bars. And everyone gets to keep the small chocolates they want. Imagine, you get to keep your tiny chocolates, and you could win bigger chocolates on top of your tiny chocolates. It's a win-win. You had me at chocolates. Won't you be my neighbor? Oh, it's Resident Alien, not Mr. Rogers. Hack. I love that show. Harry has a secret, and he just wants to keep it. Dr. Brittany Oliver Silas Navarro of Black Panther Psychology, Dr. J. Scott Jordan, Dark Loop Production, Justine Maston, Eric Bailey, Dr. Travis Langley, Batman Psychology, and William Gasper, geek enthusiasts, discuss and identify discrepancies between the comic book series and television adaptation for Resident Alien. Panelists will discuss character roles and development and the influence of the evolution of the series and character development. They will dive into the overall interest of the extraterrestrial and its influence on pop culture. I had no idea it was actually from a comic book series, but it makes so much sense because in all the title sequences, they do the cute little comic animations of the proper way to do things and the wrong way to do things, and now I understand why. They had to sneak in art from the comics. It's a good way to do it. Wait, what? The 27th annual San Diego Comic-Con Superhero Kung Fu Extravaganza? Are they actually going to have a Kung Fu demonstration? No, they're just going to talk about amazing, stunning fight scenes. It'd be really cool if they actually did an exhibition. Just saying. I started binging Crapopolis and enjoyed it, and I hit the last episode. I don't know if it's the last episode or if they'll do another season. I hope they do. It was funny. And it's Matt Berry. in it. So I think that's why I started watching it, because he's very funny. Fox is bringing Crapopolis back to Comic-Con and introducing Universal Basic Guys. A special screening of the new series. But if they're bringing back the Crapopolis scene, it gives me hope that they're bringing back the season 2. Okay, yes, new upcoming season of Crapopolis footage. Hello, Miss Kiki. Moin moin. How are you doing? Okay, so this is the other reason besides Matt Berry. Crapopolis is set in Greece, and as a classical archaeology nerd, it just draws my interest. Tells the story of this functional family of humans, gods, and monsters that try their hand at running the world's first cities without trying to kill each other, that is. That's why I know the voice. Hannah Waddingham from Ted Lasso. She's the blonde lady. Yeah, Matt Berry plays... I forgot what it is. It's like a... I want to say it's a manicore, so he's got like different body parts of human and other animals. I am super busy with work and life, and I'm finally getting time to prepare for my this is for San Diego Comic-Con in less than 2 weeks. So I fly out on Wednesday the 24th, and I'm prepping my schedule to see what I want to see, what I will have time to see, and what I will be crying because I didn't get a chance to see it and will have to wait till the footage comes out on the internet. So I've been working on getting my cosplay ready, and yeah, just prepping for everybody that's gonna be there. I haven't gotten to the interview with the vampire panel, although because I think this. So I finished the last episode, but the next season is for the witches. I think they might have a panel for the witches. So I am doing my movies employee cosplay from the JN Silent Verse universe. I am also doing my Star Trek Uhura costume, except I will not take the ginormous bouffant beehive wig like I did last time. I will repurpose my Laura Croft hair. I'll have one braid, maybe do a little, braid bun up top and then just the other braid loose. I will do my Aliens Nostromo officer with an alien chest burster coming out, and the Laura Croft Tomb Raider. New Talamasca. I did not know about that one. It makes sense. They're just going all out and sharing all those things. Yeah, so right now I'm just barely getting to the end of Thursday. There's so much to do. And not enough time. This isn't even covering the parties. I'm gonna go see the new Deadpool Wolverine movie on Thursday when we're there before it premieres on Friday. So I'm gearing my my Comic-Con squad with the appropriate swag for it as well. Oh, this is interesting. Speaking of vampires, there's a panel on the Twilight books. Like them or not. Oh, and it's battle time. Okay, it is 2:20 in the morning here. So I think just for my benefit, I will do one more battle and then we'll call it. Because I do have to get up in the morning and probably work again. And sadly, I only got through Friday, so I guess we're going to do the parties. I may not be able to go to all of them. I may not have the energy, depending at the end of the day how much I've done, and my stamina for walking and standing is even less than it was before. Maybe I'll do one party. I don't know. Oh, but I killed all the support units, so yay. Yes, retry. And also the after parties tend to be cosplay centric, and I'm taking functional and comfortable cosplay for the most part. I don't have fancy cosplay to bring. I also don't have room for it. Nah. What's it here? But more likely than anything, it'll be I don't have the energy to go to a party. That will be the reason why I don't go. Trials and tribulations of bringing the best-selling Twilight book series to undead life. I don't remember the name of the Twilight director. Celebrate vampires, werewolves. I'm Team Jacob, if anyone's counting. And then, of course, at 9 p.m., they're going to do the Hall H and Ballroom 20 playback. So this is what I was talking about. Usually there's a playback room that starts like 2 hours after the big panels. But I guess they're gonna do. So this one starts at 9. They do it for an hour and a half. So they'll probably do 3, maybe 3 of the big panels. Or they'll do highlights, I don't know. Also, it's a thing, you get to vote, I forgot. They'll give you the option of what you want to see. Yeah, so remember, panel discussions, no trailers or clips. So no complaining when you can't see special previews. Okay, since I'm running out of time, we'll switch over to looking at the parties. So if you'll follow them, Experience Level Entertainment, or XLE Productions, they are responsible for the after parties after San Diego Comic-Con as well as LA Comic-Con. I don't know if they were involved with the TwitchCon entertainment. I'm gonna guess probably not. So here are the parties that they've advertised so far. Oh, so this is the anti-hero party. I did enter to win for the Party Apocalypse on Friday. The boys panel is probably going to be in a Hall H. Yeah, Hall H. This, oh my god, Party Apocalypse. The chance that Jared Padalecki might be there? I mean, if only. Oh. No. I just want to look at the thing. So, the anti-hero party is going to be on Thursday. I will not be able to make it to that because I will be going to see my own anti-hero, Deadpool and Wolverine. This meme is funny. Of, who are you taking to the anti-hero after party? But Party Apocalypse on Friday might be a thing. And they're all hosted by the same guy, different parties at the same place, at the Park nightclub is where they're doing it. I can't remember if that's where we did it last time. I think the previous year I was there, they did parties at the Sugar Factory. So that's a restaurant with obvious sweets on their menus. So after the restaurant closed, they let people in for the party, and it was a big venue shindig. I've been there when we hosted like a lounge for Legion M, and then we hosted, because they have a movie theater, we hosted the documentary for Alien. Okay, so Party Apocalypse Friday, I am adding that to my schedule because it might happen. And let's see if I can take a look at the outside venue stuff. Oh, hold on. Let me just show it here. So Party Apocalypse, a Desolation Celebration. So it will likely be post-apocalyptic Road Warrior themed or other post-apocalypse fandom of your choice. I have not bought my tickets yet, no. Do I even want to know how much it's going to be? Yikes. Oh, here we go. This is better from their actual website directly. So Legends of Fantasy is Wednesday. And that's the party I usually like because it's their Ready Player One. Ready Party One is the moniker. Maybe I should add that onto the Wednesday schedule, depending on how drained, pun intended, I will be after donating blood. It's all about the parties. They've done really good ones. I was there for the Ghostbusters party, and they did it in LA. That was kind of fun. Preview night party is going to be at Park Nightclub too, I'm guessing. Inspired by 80s fantasy classics like Labyrinth, Legend, Neverending Story brings guests into the heart of familiar fantastical realms for an unforgettable night. I want to go to there. Let's see how expensive the tickets are. That's also a reason. Well, it's not bad. It's $40. To 8 p.m. at Park Nightclub. $40. It's a maybe. Ride that unicorn back into the oasis for Ready Party 1. Venture into a magical glittering forest and behold the rare creatures that lurk there. If I don't get a photo op with Falcor, I will protest. Emerge into a dance floor set in the ruins of a castle and witness an incredible set from fan favorite flashback band, the Flux Capacitors. They do covers. Staple of Ready Party 1. Yes, since 2018. The guest performers, DJ Elliott, sometimes Tom Kenny, from SpongeBob actually performs with his bands at these places. Nestled deep within the heart of the party lies a clandestine sanctuary, a haven for those who revel in the darker side of fantasy. Inspired by the layers of iconic villains from film and literature, the villain's VIP lair is a testament to power, prestige, and the allure of the forbidden. This exclusive space will feature sets from Atomic Blonde, special burlesque performances from Fanny Sinclair, and a host of special photo op for VIPs. Oh, you get a gift as a VIP. Okay, fancy. Fancy badge. Mine. Booksy, how are you? Were you singing before you raided into Danny, I think, earlier? I saw you opening things, but I wasn't sure if you were streaming too. Or streaming doing other things. Yes, just wait for the meds to kick in and then everything will be good. You played Amanda the Adventurer. Okay, nice. If you purchase a VIP table, you have a minimum to spend at the table. $500 minimum spend on top of, oh my god. Yeah, so it's the bottle service. Dance floor table $750. Yikes. 2 bottles. Imagine how much freaking money these bottles of champagne cost. Hit your minimum faster. Okay, here's where I want to know the dress code. No formal dress code, but we challenge you to embrace your fantasy oasis avatar look. And see, this is a downside to it because I usually don't have the cosplay for the themes that they have the parties for, and I just don't have the luggage room to add more things to it. Oh no, Masked. That's who you rated. Masked, okay. You get a table and you could have your people there. You know, you could say, oh, you know, they're with me, but you're the one who owns the table. One of my girlfriends at these parties, she will get the table simply because she doesn't want to be in the thrall of the sweaty dance floor, and sometimes the VIP tables are like rooftops, you know, open air, kind of quieter, and you need a place to just, you know, sit down for a bit and kick your feet up, or, you know, just get a breather. I would not spend that much money for a table, especially because I don't drink. I don't want to I don't want to spend money on something I don't do necessarily, and I am not going to hit a $500 spending minimum just by ordering sodas either. But yeah, if you book a table, that is your table for the night for you and your friends, if you choose to bring them to your table. Okay, so that's the Ready Party 1. The anti-hero one, which is on Thursday, I will not be going to because I will be at the Deadpool Wolverine movie that night. So I can't make it to this, even though it's in the theme of Deadpool and other anti-hero superheroes. Oh, please do tell me what cosplay you would put on. No, don't tell me. Slide into my DMs with the cosplay. That's what I want to say. I mean, there's some. We passed through the schedule on Saturday night. There's a Rocky Horror Picture Show screening, so of course everybody's gonna show up in lingerie. Like I said, I go to the midnight Rocky Horror screenings and corsets and fishnets and thigh highs and garters and high heels, because that's of course how you're supposed to go. So one time you can go out in your underwear and it's legitimately a costume from the movie. Folksy, don't get my hopes up. Welcome to the anti-hero after party, where the line between hero and villain blurs into a kaleidoscope of chaotic charisma. Inspired by the irreverent spirit of Deadpool, the chaotic fun of Harley Quinn, and the gritty realism of The Boys, this event is a celebration of anti-heroes where we honor the unapologetic, unconventional, and the delightfully defiant. I thought about doing a Harley Quinn cosplay at one point. I'll have to see what I can get done. Because my Alaska boy that I'm bringing, he likes to do the Joker. So it would have been fun if he did Joker and I did Harley. Yeah, I don't have the physique for a lot of these cosplays, so I have to modify. I mean, that's why I can do Tomb Raider. I've got the boobs, at least, and I have the classical archaeology degree, but that doesn't really translate into the cosplay. So I have to, improvise. Can I just take my whip and my fedora like Indy? Actually, that's... So at one of the LA Comic Cons, there was like a block of Indiana Jones cosplayers, and someone dressed up as Lara Croft cosplaying as Indiana Jones, and that would be me. That would be my type of cosplay. I went to school to be Indiana Jones, basically. So, of course, I am Señorita Croft, as one of my friends likes to call me. One day, I will play Tomb Raider in my Lara Croft cosplay. It will happen. And of course, here's to VIPs. And it's the same thing. $500 tables for $750 at the dance floor. And then for Friday is the Party Apocalypse, a desolation celebration. Inspired by Fallout, Last of Us, and Furiosa. So it's more of the same. I'm starting to lose my voice. I just need to last for 7 minutes until the end of the battle. Let's see what outside activations they have in San Diego. Hold on. So this SDCC blog has the list of the outside events. Let me go there. So 24th is Wednesday. So SpongeBob SquarePants is taking over the Hard Rock Hotel. What does that mean? Can I run into Clancy Brown at the Hard Rock and, you know, get a selfie with him? Lindiana Crones. Oh, I love that. That's gonna be my stripper name. I already have the whip for it, so it's only fitting. In fact, I should bring that. I should add that as part of my cosplay. Although when I show up to these places, everything has to be piece bonded, so I couldn't actually, you know, unroll my whip and, you know, make it sing. It would have to be like probably zip tied together, so I couldn't, you know, hurt someone accidentally or on purpose with it. Paramount Plus and Nickelodeon are taking over the Hard Rock Hotel. So they will design the outside of the hotel accordingly. The interior lobby as well will look like Bikini Bottom. Ah. I'm sure there's going to be a line to get into it. There usually is. There was a long line to get into. I forgot who was hosting it, but they did the Severance activation. No whipping at the convention afterwards. That might actually happen. There's a cat cafe if you are so inclined. I think you might be. An auction at the Comic-Con Museum. Oh my, were those consensual scratches? Or one of your feline friends responsible? The Science of Story Masterclass with Star Trek actors. Well, if you're a Star Trek nerd and also want to learn how to be an actor from the best, Superhero Tea at the Westgate Hotel. Now or Never Comics Pizza Party. Board game 9 at the Punch Bowl. Paramount Plus's The Lodge. That sounds like a pricey after hours bar. Oh. No. Spontaneously bed you. Yeah, that is a mystery. Although it's not beyond me that I might actually scratch myself. Who knows? Following the success of Paramount's The Lodge, a hub featuring activities and immersive experiences for many of your favorite shows, Paramount Plus is bringing the fan favorite activation back. This year's iteration will feature activations for Star Trek, If, Ghosts, Ink Master, Criminal Minds, Evolution, and more. You can get a slice of pizza at the Turtle Power Pizza, sip on cocktails, and create custom Star Trek t-shirt. Ooh. Okay, so you can do that in the evenings. Although Thursdays, Wednesday evening, and then the rest will be like 12 to 10. I'm interested about a custom Star Trek t-shirt. There's one that I've always been interested to get, but it's a little too obvious. It is 2 tribbles on the front of your shirt in the appropriate location, and it says these are not the tribbles you're looking for ladies to wear. And there is the last Stream Raiders. So let's run it now. Thank you everybody for playing with me tonight. And as usual, I will do my Stream Raiders offline during the weekday while I'm working. So thank you for your patience if I don't get to run the battle as quickly as possible. Work is demanding of my time, but I try not to keep you guys waiting too long. Yay! In our last battle, we win, and I get 2 of my quests knocked out at once. That is awesome. Congratulations, Anna Goldie. Appropriate. You get some gold coins. And Gray Mouser, you get the most kills and the most assists. Now I'll try and finish a little bit, at least through Thursday activations. Olfactory Atelier inspired by ghosts, because the ghosts can't touch anything, they can't eat anything, but they smell everything. So that is funny. I like the show, and I like the British version as well. but I like Rose McIver because she also starred in iZombie, the CW series. And I enjoyed the entire series of the comic book, so I was very excited when iZombie got the green light to be a TV show. Jelly spotting in Bikini Bottom. Ink Master Tattoo Parlor, if you want to be one of those people who get to tattoo at Comic-Con, this is your opportunity. When I did the Game of Thrones activation, and I finally got in, there was a tattoo artist in there, so if you wanted to get your very own Game of Thrones tattoo, you could. Oh, but it's only temporary. Oh. That's interesting. I'll have to keep an eye out for that. Digital Game Room. They do tabletops and digital games as well. D&D Pop-Up Shop. Star Trek from the 2009 with the San Diego Symphony. So they do the score of the Star Trek movie. Marvel Shadows Meetup. Rooftop Cinema Club, La La Land. Oh, Rooftop at the Grand Hyatt. Don't Hate Me. I saw the movie and I don't need to see it again. I will say that tattoos are for people who can't be buried in a Jewish cemetery. So I can no longer be buried in a Jewish cemetery. Okay, let's see what's on for Thursday. We did the programming for Thursday, so let's see what the activations are for Thursday. Wait, Gotham Ice Truck? Is there ice cream coming out of that truck? The next series. Okay, they're doing a Penguin series. That's interesting. That is great thinking. ¿Por qué no los dos? How would you say it? Warum nicht zusammen? No, that's together. All I can say is warum nicht zwei? Beides. Okay. Beides is for both. Okay. Oh, I was gonna tell you, I'm starting my German again on Monday because I do like 2 weeks of a language. I'm finishing out my Catalan, so I'm back to German on Monday. I did Denkmal a few days ago because I really like the song, and I've heard IQ sing it so many times that I've never been comfortable enough in my language skills to do the song, but I finally did it with her. So if you're ever inclined to open Denkmal, or if you have Denkmal already opened, I will find it and I will join it, because now I think I can finally sing it.
free slush puppies. Okay. You get a QR code with the cup to the Iceberg Lounge experience. Okay, I need to add this to my thing. I need to find the Gotham truck. But where is it going to be? I guess you need to find it wherever it is. It's like the Hello Kitty cafe van. Maybe it'll be at Petco Park where all the other places are. Exact location to follow. Okay. Oh, you don't like that song. I appreciate it. And Kiki, Miss Kiki here is also my other German friend. So I get practice with her, and we also both speak Spanish as well. So I love all the multilingual representation. Wait, SpongeBob Fountain of Positivity. Oh, you can go get soaked because it will be super hot. And also you can refill your water bottles. That is very handy with the filtered water stations. Much appreciated. Because I don't want to pay $10 for a water bottle inside the convention center. That is crazy. It might contain traces of something. Oh, here we go. This is what I was talking about. Cosplay repair stations. So at the Central Library, if you need to fix up or patch up something that has gone wrong with your cosplay, they provide places, because it's very important that your cosplay is up to snuff for what you invested into it. So if anything goes awry, they will take care of you. Hello Kitty Cafe truck. I just saw the Hello Kitty Cafe last week, 2 weeks ago. I went to the mall and it was parked outside. So it is just sweets and hot chocolate. Maybe they have coffee. I don't know, but it's sweets and bakery items. It's not meal. It's just for photo ops and snackies, overpriced snackies. Okay, and this I appreciate, the box lunch treats truck. So I tend to book hotels that have a breakfast buffet so that I have my energy for the day before I head out, and I can pack some things like pastries or fruit, because I skip lunch. I only have dinner, but you can snack. And rather than go and pay for overly expensive things, I like to pack my own food and be prepared. However, there are services like this box lunch truck, and I think they were doing like custom cookies, box of cookies. So they will be at a place so you can pre-order and pick it up, and then you don't have to worry about, overspending, which is very likely to happen. So they do summertime sweets and swag.
You filled with accessories and surprises from their favorite fandoms. Oh, so each box lunch might have, it's like Happy Meals, like kid Happy Meals. So if you don't like the one you get, you can trade up for someone else's. Oh, and you get a $500 prize. Okay. Prize pack, not prize. The same thing goes for the Comic-Con bags. You don't know the ones you're going to get. You can't pick. So until you get it, you might see someone who has a different bag that you would prefer. So people do trades on their bags as well. More Harry Potter auctions. Exploding kittens at Petco. Have I heard about this? Wait, isn't this like God and the devil are sent to the world and they have to be cats? Yeah, okay, that's it. Okay, and all the experiences at Petco Park Interactive Zone, you don't need a badge. So if you are in the area and want to see the things, that is one of the things you can go and do without a badge. The Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes Forbidden Zone at the Culinary Center. Digital Game Room, Z&D, Pudgy Penguin's Pudgy World. Do I want to know? Art show, for those of you inclined. Doctor Who, Star Trek Friendship Gallery. Oh. Hulu's Mayhem. Okay. So they'll have an installation for Futurama, Bob's Burgers, Family Guy, Solar Opposites, The Simpsons, and more. I think I did it once and I took a picture on the Simpsons couch. So yet more things you can do without a badge. Oh my gosh, Roger's golden turd. Where's Odin when you need him? Busy working. Oh, there's a relaxation area. That would be me, because I'd be busy standing and walking all day. I'm an old lady. I need my rest. You can make that yourself. Yeah, just shellac one and then paint it gold. Yeah, apparently he poops gold and it's encrusted with gems instead of corn. Okay, I will look into this as like a in between panels. I need to go relax and chill somewhere. Okay, so I am doing this. I'm doing the Deadpool and Wolverine movie on Thursday, just not at 12. I'm going to go to the 6 p.m. show. So I have to make sure we get our early dinner before that. I don't want to pay exorbitant prices for food at the movie theater. I already do that enough as it is. Although I'm curious, do they have freebies? Like, are they giving away this necklace? Because I got this for my squad. I got the Wolverine and Deadpool necklaces. I know it's just for the poster, but because they're actually selling it, that's why I got the lanyards, the Deadpool and the Wolverine lanyards. Although I couldn't find one that had like a split of both of them. I had to get different ones. It would be nice if there was a special gift that day. Oh, spin a wheel for prize, so maybe. Okay. Those about to die chariot racing? Tell me more. How you're gonna make this event full of people even more dangerous. I want to watch that series. Unleash your inner gladiator at Peacock's Those About to Die immersive offsite. Yes, please. The one I missed, which I really, really wish I'd gotten a chance to go into, they had a Viking village for the Vikings TV show. So they're gonna make a Circus Maximus with chariot races. Of course they are. Fan-powered chariot race, although I have a feeling it won't be horses pulling that chariot. Yeah, and there is a panel at Ballroom 20, which will probably be full. I won't be able to make it in there. Indiana Jones cosplay meetup. What was the name? Lindiana Crones? Pirate Party on the Green. Yes. The green is the area behind the convention center. Is it going to be on one of the boats? Is it going to be next to the IMDb boat where Kevin Smith does his interviews? Mostly annual site, except for when it got canceled in 2020 and they still didn't bring it back on 2021. The Rickmobile and the Mortymobile. Photo ops. First 1,000 attendees gets exclusive giveaways. You trained your peasants well. Yes, I must be carried. booty giveaways. Is it if I have the best booty, I get the best booty? Yeah, that's how it should be, right? Indigo Ballroom, Rick and Morty. Okay, so I've gotten into Indigo almost every time I've been there, but I've waited for 3 hours outside. So if Rick and Morty panel is at noon, I have to be lined up at 9 just for a chance to get in. I don't know if I had the stamina to be in line that long for a panel that will be less than an hour. DJ Laser set actually sounds fun to go and watch things. Oh, Maria Bamford, she's funny. I like her stuff. The Universe Fashion Show. No, because that's at the movie time. Hosnian Prom. What is that? Oh, it's another party on Thursday to counter the anti-hero party. I should invest in Star Wars costuming at some point. I mean, I could do the Leia hair braids, but I also go for a costume that is not gonna overheat me, and I can't pull off the gold bikini, but I could pull off like the white robe thing or the other thing in Hoth, but it's all clothing that's gonna make me hot and I need to be comfortable. Fandom party. Bob's Burger Trivia. You made a valid point that temples without decorations are kind of boring. Radic and erratic, yeah. Alright, I will leave it at that for Thursday entertainment. Hopefully I will have more schedule planned out before next week's stream, and that will be the last one before I head out to San Diego. And I'll see. let's see, when am I streaming after that? So I'll be back for streaming after that, probably on Saturday, August 3rd. So 20th will be the last stream, and then August 3rd. Yeah, it's funny you say that about the murals. People always recognize the marble columns, the white Greek temples, and it's just bare, but there used to be paint. Like what the ruins look to us like now is not what they look like at the time. So you need decoration. It can't just be plain and boring. It can't be hospital white and bland and beige. Yes, you need things that make you happy, that spark joy. All right, thank you. Thank you so much for being here and keeping me company while I struggled and eventually got through making the tumblers for Comic-Con. I don't know if you were here. You probably weren't here when I was putting them together. Oopsie. I can show you one of the ones I made. So it's going to be an accessory to my costume. When I go as a Moobies restaurant employee. And I'm also going to give them away to my Comic-Con squad. You're putting yourself back together. Fair enough. I'm gonna give you a quick peek. So this is the plastic, like basically it's a plastic drink cup. We call it tumblers. So it has like a place for you to add the decoration. So I had like the plastic paper cups. So I just put it together with that. This one is broken, so I need to fix it. But yeah, this will be my actual drinking cup while I have the cosplay on, and then I will take 3 with me to give 3 away to my friends, my dear friends over there. It's funny that you put yourself together before waking up. Usually I wake up and put myself together an hour or 2 later. Don't expect me to be very functional early in the morning. Alexis is not a morning person. It's not the most crafty thing I've done, but it's something I've been wanting to do for a few years, and I finally just decided, you know what, I'll do it and I'll put it together. And it actually gives me ideas for putting something together for my own channel. Maybe I'll make these tumblers with my own logos, and you know, if someone wants it, I will send it to them. Maybe. We'll see. But aside from that, thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you, Odin, for the resub. Thank you, Halbert, for the posture check. How does one repair these? Oh, so I over torqued it and broke the tiny piece of plastic it screws to in the bottom. So I need to go out and get some acrylic glue to paste it back together and
not be such a She-Hulk and open jars, like breaking them. Hopefully it'll seal better. The other two I was able to put together, and I got the pieces to fit, and I didn't close them too tight. So I'll have to tell my friends when I give them, like, don't close it too tight. But I'm concerned, like, I don't want liquid to get in there and ruin the image, with moisture. But I don't want their drink to, spill out or something. So it's a balance. I don't want to complain and say that the design behind it is faulty. It could just be me. I didn't put the thing together correctly. Sorry, I'm losing my voice now. Alright. Thank you so much. Have a good rest of your Sunday, everybody. And I will catch you guys next time. Bye.